Conference of Obituaries Writers is meeting. I just arrived a little late, I'm afraid.
Not an impressive beginning for someone who has never written an obituary.
How do you know that?
Because the editor of your newspaper, Mrs. Ida Pringlehoff, who is a great fan of obituaries and has attended many of our meetings, prevailed upon me as this year's convener to allow you to attend, so that you might learn the fine art of obituary writing.
And you are?
Lawrence T. Massingale. And do not call me Larry.
I won't, Lawrence. And you're right, I'm here to learn all that I can.
Lesson number 1. Read all of the obituaries you can, every day.
Doesn't that get a bit depressing?
Not if you read the great ones.
Oh. Well, how many great people die in a day?
Not the deceased, the writer. It does not matter who died. It is how their life is told by the obituary writer. Here, let me illustrate. Charles Cullman, who loved to umpire high school baseball games more than eating his favorite pizza, and he ate a lot of pizza, died of a heart attack yesterday after calling the last batter out on a 3rd strike. Well?
Well, I guess that's a good beginning.
You guess? 3rd strike, batter out, game over. All metaphors for this man's death taken directly from his life, including his indulgence for pizza, which likely contributed to his heart attack. All in one opening sentence. Masterful.
Okay, I can see that now. Well, how does one learn to write an opening sentence like this?
Perhaps you'd like to ask the author, while I repair to the lounge for the last call.
Excuse me, Mr. Winburn?
I think you mean Miss Winburn. You must be the new obit writer Madame Pringlehoff sent us.
Yes, I am. How did you know that?
Because we all know who Ava is.
I'm really sorry about the mix-up. This just says A.J. Winburn, and I just assumed that I was a man.
It happens all the time, but I don't mind, as long as the people read the obituaries I write. Now Nelson here doesn't even sign his obits.
I prefer to remain incognito. Sort of a ghost writer.
Well, it sounds like you don't want to be identified with the obituaries that you write.
I'm only telling the story someone else has lived. The deceased is the real author.
Oh, Nelson, you're being too modest. The way you tell a person's story brings them to life, so to speak.
With that compliment, my dear Ava, may I get you a good night cognac?
I prefer a light zin. I still have work to do on my advanced obits.
And for you?
Oh, I'll take the cognac. Thank you. Did you say you were working on an advanced obit, as in before a person dies?
My, you are new to this, aren't you, my dear? We all try to anticipate people who may die soon and deserve an obituary.
But how do you write an obituary before a person dies?
Interview everyone you can who knows the soon-to-be deceased. It gives them an opportunity to share their impressions, share their stories, and may reveal a useful tidbit that could turn your obit loose. Listen to this. Clarence G. Ferguson, cattle rancher, all his life, said his greatest accomplishment was being able to saddle a horse in the dark. Nobody knew why this was so important, unless, as some speculate, he was saddling a horse that didn't belong to him. Nelson wrote that. He got that from an interview with Mr. Ferguson's barber, who apparently shared a number of other interesting facts about him.
Look who I found in the lounge.
Whom, Nelson, dear? You must maintain proper grammar, even in casual conversations. Oh, and whom do we have here?
This is our newbie writer,
I'm Beatrice. Just Beatrice, as in Dante's lover, who led him from the plight of the Purgatorio to the delight of the Paradiso.
Pleased to meet you.
We'll see.
I didn't think you'd be coming, Beatrice. I didn't see your name on the registration list.
Well, I thought I was going to be caught in one of those too late for the Friday editions and too early for the Monday edition situations. Fortunately, my subject died Thursday afternoon, so here I am.
Who was it?
Cedric the Needle Finch.
Never heard of him. Sounds like a gangster.
Well, you wouldn't. He was an inmate anyway.
Beatrice likes to write about people nobody knows.
The underrepresented from the underside of history, who, judging from the dearth of their obituaries, never seemed to die.
So, what did this needle guy do?
Well, while in prison he created a new art form called miniature fabric designs. He wove the colored silken threads from worn socks onto small surfaces, usually no larger than a postcard. When I asked him what he liked best about his unique craft, oh, he replied with a mischievous grin, the unraveling. And he did not elaborate.
Oh, excuse me, it's my editor. Hello, Barney. I have to write an obituary.
You look as if it might be your own.
It might be if I don't get it to my editor by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
For whom is it?
Mrs. Ida Kringlehoff.
Ah, Mrs. Kringlehoff?
Ava, darling, how many can there be?
I can't write her obituary. I don't even know her.
We do.
But I've never written an obituary.
We have.
I just got here. I'm not even checked in yet. I can't stay up all night and do this.
We can.
In fact, some of us do our best writing in the dead of night.
Oh. Wait a minute. What are you all saying?
That we will help you write Mrs. Pringlehoff's obituary.
And maybe give you a crash course in the fine art of finality writing. While we're at it.
I'm sure there are more important things you all plan to do tonight.
Nothing is more important than this. We live for obits.
We are the real lucky thieves, if truth be told.
Now, do you want our help or not?
Yes, of course. I just don't know where to begin.
I say, get the death report out of the way from the start. It's just tombstone chronology that gets in the way of a good obit.
But Nelson, that would kill the impact of the opening sentence, which needs to be catchy.
I agree with Ava. Anybody reading an obituary already knows the person in question has died. Start with something unique about the person's life, so the reader would sit up and say, oh no,